Before we get into this video, I'm curious. What did you guess my biggest fear is when you saw this title of the video? What were you expecting to see talked about? My biggest fear as a designer isn't that clients won't pay me on time or that computers are going to take over my job. My biggest fear is actually that I'm not good enough to be doing the work that I do. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. I'll start by saying that I think it is very, very normal to experience and feel some level of imposter syndrome. I think that if you never feel imposter syndrome, then perhaps you're not challenging yourself enough and putting yourself in situations where you're not 100% comfortable and confident. I feel like I'm at a point in my career now where, well, I've been out of design school and working full-time in the industry for 7 years now. And I just feel like I should be better for the amount of time that I've been a designer. Does that make sense? And especially as I'm building this audience on YouTube and talking about design, as I do all this and as I do more of it, I just really worry that I'm opening myself up to criticism and that I'm not actually good enough to be doing what I do. I'm sure you've all heard the saying that those who can't do, teach. And while as a principle, I don't believe in that sentiment, I also never want it to apply to me. I never want someone to be able to say that about me. And the more YouTube videos I make, the more I worry about this. The bigger my audience grows, the more this is a worry sitting on my mind. Lately, I feel like YouTube has taken a bit of a back seat for me, which is ironic because I just hit 100,000 subscribers. Super exciting. Thank you for that, by the way. You would think that at that level, it would be time to ramp up, do more, let's see how far we can push this thing. But instead, I'm super focused on my career and being a good designer, all the projects that I'm working on, trying to improve my skills in coding and design and, whatever I feel like I need to be learning. I am putting that first. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Because I've reached this huge milestone number now, there's been a lot of people asking what's next? What comes next for you on your YouTube channel, in life, in your career? And it's made me realize that honestly, what I want isn't a huge audience on YouTube. What I want is to be seen as a leader in the design community, and I want to be contributing enough value to the community to deserve that title. So growing an audience on YouTube is definitely a part of that. But yeah, I want to make sure that I'm always focusing on improving myself as a designer so that then I can take those things that I'm learning and those projects that I'm making, the good work that I'm doing, hopefully it's good, and bringing that over to this channel to share it with you and tell you what I've learned. I know that there's probably a lot of you who've already typed this in the comments by this point in the video, but I know that I'm caring way too much about what other people think. I know that, but I just can't help but worry about it, I really want to be respected by my design peers, and I do sometimes worry that the fact I'm on YouTube kind of diminishes that in a way. I don't know, I think that sometimes, especially in professional settings, YouTube isn't all of that respected. People think that it's just some easy thing to do, and I don't know, there is a lot of YouTubers out there who give it a bad name, let's just say that. I don't know, it is what you make it, I guess. But it does feel like this double-edged sword that being on YouTube and making videos here is increasing my reputation in the community, but at the same time, with some people, it can decrease it, and I'm not taken as seriously because I make YouTube videos. I don't know, now that I'm in the middle of talking about it, I'm kind of wondering what the point of this video is. You might be too watching, but I think that I mostly just wanted to share it with you and share that this is something that's been on my mind and something that I'm worrying about. Let's be honest too, this imposter syndrome and this feeling like I'm not good enough, this is not new. It's just that I'm deciding to talk to you about it right now. I've kind of felt it my whole career. I still feel like I've been lucky in the roles that I've gotten. And I don't really believe in luck, so it's weird that I feel that way. But I landed my first job in tech through a referral, and I think I've said before in a video about my design career and the different jobs I've had that obviously they saw something in my portfolio, but the truth is I hadn't really done web design at that point, and yet that's all they hired me to do. And then after that, I feel like that brand name, the company that I worked at, was impressive to the next role, and that my role that I have now at ConvertKit, my YouTube presence was kind of a part in getting that. And so, yeah, I think all of that together just plays into this worry that I've somehow fooled people into thinking I'm a good designer and they've hired me to do things and that I'm not actually skilled enough to be in this position. And again, I know that that is not literally true, especially at ConvertKit. We're a very small company and I know like lots about how the business works, and we wouldn't keep someone around just to be nice. Like obviously I am providing value there and doing good work, but it's just hard to feel that way sometimes, you know? Please tell me that there's someone watching who feels this way too. To sum up, because I guess I need to do that at some point, I think I'm saying that I'm in a phase of my career at the moment where I'm really trying to prove to everyone, but mostly to myself, that I am a good designer and that I am good at what I do and, you know, deserving to be here. And even though it sucks to feel like you're not good enough, I do think that it has pushed me to make some really good work. There are some projects coming out, one this week actually, I think, and you know, another later on in the month, that are some of my favorite design work I've ever done. And I just want that to keep happening, right? Every single month I want to be making something else that I feel like is my favorite piece of design work. And I'm just really excited to have you here with me for this journey and to be sharing this with you. I really appreciate you being here and for just listening to me spew my thoughts for the past however long I've been talking. It means a lot, and I want to hear about you. What is your biggest fear as a designer? What like weighs on your mind and is something that you feel like is holding you back? Because I do think that this feeling of not being good enough is holding me back. It's not, you know, it's not a productive, healthy thing to be thinking about day in, day out. So if you feel comfortable talking about it, please share it with me down below in the comments, or even just your experience with imposter syndrome and times that you feel like it's crippled you. If you're new around here and this is your first video that you're watching of mine, first of all, hello, what an introduction. And I hope that you click subscribe and stick around for more, because this is fun and I like talking to you. All right. Go and have a good day, have a good week, do good work, and I will see you in the next video.